Hello, this is Berhane Selassie, the Orthodox Catholic One here on YouTube, and this is my article on the Southern Baptists. That fact, they did prohibit and still do prohibit alcohol drinking, despite what many Southern Baptists claim that they don't, or they just discourage it, or they only discourage drunkenness, condemn drunkenness. That's not true at all. The Southern Baptist Convention has continuously, since the late 19th century, over 100 years ago, discouraged, condemned any alcohol drinking, despite the fact that Jesus, the apostles, the early Christians, Baptists before the 19th century, and even some Baptists outside of the Southern Baptist Convention still drink alcohol to this day. Yeah, they can't really find a lot of biblical evidence for not drinking alcohol. They'll try to mostly quote like Proverbs and stuff, though there's Proverbs that actually encourage drinking. But anyway, the Bible does condemn drunkenness, but it does not forbid drinking. It actually encourages it in places. But anyway, here's my article. I was talking on paltalk. Some Baptists there insisted the Southern Baptist Convention never forbade drinking, but only drunkenness. But let's see what the Southern Baptist Convention really said. Here are the resolutions. You can find it on this website, the southernbaptistconvention.net. They have their resolutions since the late 19th century. I have several different sources I'm using. First one is, resolve that we, the members of the Southern Baptist Convention, reassert our truthlessness and uncompromising hostility to the manufacture, sale, importation, and transportation of alcoholic beverages in all their forms. We regard this policy of issuing government licenses for the purpose of carrying on the liquor traffic as a sin against God and a dishonor to our people. We furthermore announce it as our conviction that we should, by all legitimate means, oppose the liquor traffic in municipalities, county, state, and nation. Furthermore, we announce it as the sense of this body that no person should be retained in the fellowship of the Baptist Church who engages in the manufacture or sale of alcoholic liquors, either at wholesale or retail, who invests his money in the alcohol manufacture or the sale of alcoholic liquor, or who rents his property to be used for distilleries, wholesale liquor houses, or saloons. Nor do we believe that any church should retain in its membership any member who drinks intoxicating liquor as a beverage, or visits saloons, just visiting a saloon, or drinking places for the purposes of such indulgence. This occurred in May 1896. That's what, 116, 17, 18 years ago that they made this, the Southern Baptist Convention. So there's nothing here that says, well, it's up to independent congregations of the Baptists. No, they're actively seeking a law to prohibit it. They're saying it's a sin against God, and they're telling you not to retain anybody in your membership who drinks liquor or even attends a saloon, who goes to a bar. Like many Baptists today say, we'll call that that's the appearance of evil, just being in a bar, which is absurd. Not all bars are where people go to get drunk. I mean, some might, but it's not inherently evil. It's not even necessarily the appearance of evil. But anyway, this throws away the claim that it's like the Southern Baptist Convention is some type of independent group of congregation. I mean, it is in many senses, but they do things that, they do have things that you must do in order to be a member. I mean, if, for instance, one congregation were to accept Muhammad as a prophet, I'm pretty sure the Southern Baptist Convention would kick them out. I mean, it'd be funny but theoretically, I don't see why not. If people really believe it's really some just loosely connected group of congregations, why can't they have Muslim Baptists? But anyway, let's go on. I know that was absurd, but I'm just kind of making my point based on it. Here's another one. It was later, the same next year, May also, 1887, over 110 years ago, whatever, around then. It says, This is also found in the resolutions on the Southern Baptist Convention's website. Whereas the liquor interests of the country of all classes are in sympathy with each other and have made and are making such combinations as they deem most potent for their success, it becomes as a necessity for the lovers of morals, good society, religion, and peace not only to give expression of their opinion, but to cooperate as far as possible, not only to check this dangerous element of our land, but to prohibit its manufacture and use as a beverage. Therefore, resolved, that as representatives of the great Baptist Brotherhood of the South in convention assembled, we do solemnly protest against the manufacture and sale of ardent spirits as a beverage, and we will use our influence in every proper and legitimate way for its suppression and prohibition. So, I mean, it doesn't really sound like, well, it's up to you, minister or pastor of your particular Baptist congregation, to make up this mind. I mean, they're seeking legal methods. They're seeking, they want it completely gone. And here's one from 1950. Southern Baptists stating their desire to eliminate beverage alcohol. You can also see this. It's under concerning beverage, alcohol, and gambling. Again, on the Baptist website. Number 1, we recommend that our churches and associations of churches continue with and strengthen their support of local state leaders in their temperance activities. We recommend that our efforts in the several states be intensified to achieve the legal elimination of beverage alcohol through local option elections and statewide referenda. That's May 1950. So even then, they're seeking a legal elimination. So it's not really optional if they're trying to change the government. They want alcohol just gone. Anyway, here's a more recent one. 1983, the Southern Baptist Convention stated their opposition to alcohol as a drink again. Therefore, it be resolved that we, the messengers of the Southern Baptist Convention, assembled in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, June 14th through 16th, 1983, declare again. Now, of course, this is 20 years ago. Actually, about 30 years ago, really. Again, our steadfast opposition to the use of alcoholic drinks as a beverage. So they're against drinking alcohol as a beverage. This is the resolution on alcohol, June 1983. Again, the link's right there. So they're still against drinking alcohol. So you can't claim that, well, we're not. The whole convention was against it. Here's the most recent one I could come up with. 2006, they again affirmed their rejection of alcohol. You could find it here on alcohol use in America. Resolved that the messengers of the Southern Baptist Convention meeting in Greensboro, North Carolina, June 13th through 14th, 2006, express our total opposition to the manufacturing, advertising, distributing, and consuming of alcoholic beverages. So they're still against consuming it. And this was only about 8 years ago that they were against the mere consumption of alcohol, which was done in Bible times by both prophets, kings, Jesus, the apostles, and several people, except for the Nazirs, who took a vow not to consume even grapes. But otherwise, everybody enjoyed it. Even the Bible writers promoted it. Just condemned drunkenness. But the Baptist Convention, as you can see, forbade drinking alcohol. And also we can lay to the rest the claim that the Southern Baptist Convention does not forbid drinking alcohol. It is obviously false, and based on the statements the convention made since the late 19th century and since 2006, they actively are against drinking alcohol, and it's a total prohibition, total opposition to it, and really want to legally suppress it. So how can you say that it's up to a particular congregation to make the decision? It's not. They're legally against it. They don't want you to even have the option to drink alcohol. Anyway, this is Berhane Selassie, the Orthodox Catholic.